Namaste to all. It is very important for all of us to understand whom to donate and whom not to donate, because today's situation there are so many self-declared gurus, saints and sadhus and other people who have really acquired lot of wealth, and in fact they have so much of power and people following that they form or they have formed a parallel government. So it is very important for us to understand from the eyesight of a Rishi Muni and Vedic principles whom we can donate and whom we should not donate. In fact, donating to undeserving people is a very grave sin as per Vedas, Rig Veda 10th mandal also. So we have to always donate to deserving people. So Maharishi Dayanand Saraswati beautifully writes, these are the characteristics of undeserving persons, people who are fraudulent, hypocritic, selfish, self-indulgent, lustful, hot-tempered, greedy, infatuated, malevolent, false, ignorant, those who move in evil society, making repeated requests for donations persistently, squatting and not leaving the door of the giver even when he refuses to give, dispraising, abusing and cursing those who refuse to give, to assume the form of a sadhu or a saint in order to cheat the people, to say that they are penniless even if they have lot of money for achieving their selfish goals. If a man serves them many times also and fails to serve only once, then also becoming hostile to them. On being invited to a dinner, first taking intoxicant herbs such as banga in order to be able to enjoy excessively, and after eating in excess being mad or indolent. To oppose righteous rules of conduct and to propagate unrighteous lines of action in order to serve their ends. This has to be very clearly understood. To propagate unrighteous action. Unrighteous actions are those actions, those karmas, those deeds which are against Vedas. Today we see lot of sadhu and saints propagating yoga, propagating self-made worship, which are completely against Vedas, but we give lot of donations to them. This has to be very clearly understood. Next point is to preach to their disciples that they should not serve anybody else other than themselves, howsoever good the other person is. To antagonize the study of true knowledge, which is Vedas, to create an aversion for the worldly affairs, and to set persons against their own wife or husband or mother, father, children, king, subjects, friends, relations, etc., and to impress upon the people that every worldly relationship is all unreal and the world is too unreal. So these are the marks of undeserving persons. People will say everything is Maya, leave the money, leave the property, not needed. This is against Vedas. Where Almighty God says in Vedas, Syam Patayo Rayanam. We have to become wealthy. We have to be having lot of money, because once we don't have money, we will not be able to focus on internal sadhana. We will always be hungry or we will be in search of money. So Almighty God blesses in the Vedas to earn hard work and earn money. Whereas today's sadhu saints, we see that everything is Maya, leave the money, whereas they take a lot of money in terms of donation. Next, Maharishi describes the characteristics of deserving persons are as follows. One who follows brahmacharya, one who is self-restraint, one who study the Vedas and other religious scriptures written by Rishi Munis, good disposition, one who has truthfulness, benevolence, hard-working, broad-mindedness, constant effort to increase the knowledge and virtue, righteousness, indifference to praise or dispraise, fearlessness, courage, and yoga knowledge. Obeying the laws of nature, obeying the injunctions of the Vedas, conforming one's character according to the attributes, activities, and nature of Almighty God, preaching only true principles without any prejudice, to examine closely the scholars of Vedic literature and to flatter none, to be able to remove the doubt of any questioners satisfactorily, to think others also like oneself, and to set a proper value of others' happiness, misery, loss or gain, free from the 5 kinds of pain such as ignorance, etc. 5 kinds of pain is pancha klesha, which I made separate video earlier. And regarding praise as poison and dispraise as nectar. To be contented with whatever one gives, and to do no harm to anybody even when he refuses to donate, and not to abuse and again come back without any feeling of enmity, not to abuse or curse him, to befriend the happy, to be kind to the miserable, to be delighted at the sight of virtuous people, not to hate the sinful people, and to think the truth always, to speak the truth always, to do the truth always, to be frank, to be fair, free from aversion, to be grave, to be good, to be always free from evil doing, to use one's own wealth in the pursuit of knowledge and benevolence, to be ready to give one's life even for the sake of others. Any Rishi, Muni, Yogi, a Samadhist yogi will always utilize his money, wealth, and everything, whatever he possesses, for the advancement of knowledge of everybody in the society. This has to be very clearly understood. These are the marks of deserving persons. So once we understand the differentiation between undeserving and deserving persons, we will surely not donate to undeserving people. The main problem is we don't think with neutrality in the mind. We always have a kind of partiality. Okay, this person is my I am following this person, so I will have to donate to him. That is wrong. We have to examine from the eyesight of Vedic scriptures. Thank you so much. Namaste. Om.